What is up, my Berserker Patriot Store family? So, couple things today. So Nancy Pelosi was denied communion, just like former Vice President Joe Biden was. And a lot of big media personalities came out and said a lot of really bad things about this Archbishop, which is the hierarchy of this order. What you have to understand, he's the president, okay? He's the president, he makes this decision. Just if you want to put it in political views like you're trying to do, which you're not supposed to do. But anyway, religion and politics are two different things, children, just so you know. Give you some facts, some truth, drop some knowledge. But they said that's not his job. That's literally his job. Okay, you have to understand. That's literally the man's job. That's his job. Period. It literally tells you in the Bible you are damning yourself if you take communion and you're knowingly sinning. And it says in the Bible that killing babies is a sin. Okay? Plain and simple. It's God ordained, God spoken. That's it. Period. That's all there is to it for us. Okay? I'm one of those Christians that knows he's a piece of shit sinner. I'm not a Catholic. I do know a lot about many different, I say Christians. I call them Christians because we are followers of Christ in my religion. And we're supposed to have faith without fear. We're not supposed to live in fear. It also says in the Bible, Matthew, Mark, a few other places, verbatim says the same thing a few different times. Jesus spoke the words. I'm not going to say it verbatim because I don't have it memorized, I'll be honest. But it is better to tie a millstone. If you don't know what a millstone is, it's a rock that you can't possibly pick up yourself. Okay? It's what they grind their wheat and their grains with. It's massive. They have a big crank, and usually 2 or 3 people would turn it, depending on what era you're in. And it is greater to tie a millstone to your neck and sink to the bottom of the ocean than to hurt the children of the earth. Or it is greater to tie a millstone to your neck and be drowned before you cause one of these children to stumble. That's pretty cut and dry clear. So when I say death to pedophiles, and you say I'm not a Christian, I'm just putting it in one terminology, okay? That's literally one of the most grievous sins you could commit, according to Jesus Christ, is hurting the children, or turning the children astray, okay? The only thing your children should be worried about when they're children is knowing that they're faithful to God, and knowing without a shadow of a doubt that deep down in your heart, when you do something wrong, you genuinely fear God because of it. I do anyway. When I know I'm doing something wrong, literally the first thing that pops into my mind is, I'm sorry, God. I'm not gonna lie and say, oh, I shouldn't do this, because I am a sinner, I'm a human, I wish I wasn't. I ask God to make me a better man every single day. I have PTSD issues, ADHD issues, and traumatic brain injury to boot. So those 3 things together really fuck the head up. But I've learned to deal with it. I'm not a big fat pussy that is going to, say, well, I can't succeed at anything because I have these problems. These children need help. They need mental help. They don't need you to placate them. They don't need all this pandering out here. They don't need all this propaganda trying to push everything in their direction because you think that they're the majority, because they're the loud ones. The loud ones are the ones that don't go to work every day and don't want to work. So they have nothing else to do. So they have time to sit and scream and be loud. Some of us have no family. And some of us out here will work all day and then get out here and make some noise and make a scene. And we'll drive around in a truck that looks like this for 5 years. You know? Just because they won't bend their beliefs. I won't bend my beliefs for anybody. I'm so canceled from everything that it's not even funny. I never tried to get viral on social media, but I did, and I guess from what I've been told by everybody, I got stupid viral, because still to this day people know who I am in my town just from a stupid TikTok video I did. It shouldn't be like that. We should be meeting at the parks on the weekends and getting to know each other in our townships and our cities and our counties, and we should collate with each other and regulate with each other and pray with each other and eat with each other and have a good time, celebrate with each other. That's what we should do. We shouldn't be sitting here like this, staring into a screen all day. We should be looking at each other face to face, and we should be speaking. That's what's wrong with these children. They don't have any human interaction skills, and they have no bravery. These children are cowards. I mean, you can watch them drive a car. They're cowards. They hesitate. They're putting barricades up all over my town right now because of all the wrecks all of a sudden that have started happening in the past 15, 20 years. I'm like, well, that didn't happen when I was a kid. We didn't need those barriers. These roads have been like this for, 100 plus years. Now all of a sudden we need barriers because kids can't handle themselves any longer. They're all skinny, pasty, pale, scared of the sun. Have you seen these kids? They're wearing masks that are black with a big black jacket hoodie on, with their hood on in 100-degree weather, and they're not hot. That's fucking crazy, bro. Because they can't, but if you have them take that jacket off, they'll die in 10 seconds. And their skin will melt off because they have no pigment whatsoever. They have no melanin in their skin whatsoever. It's crazy. We need to teach our children how to play in the dirt. Man, kids used to eat dirt when I was a kid. Now they get screamed at for that shit. They just took kickball and dodgeball to one of the schools in my town. You better believe we're making a big deal about that. They're scared the kids are going to get hurt. Man, shut the... Are you serious? Are you freaking crazy? Where are the berserkers at in the world? Where are the men at? I mean, I'm the only person out here every day in my town that I see ever standing up for people, trying to just do whatever I can to help somebody else get through what's going on right now and learn how to survive. We do free live animal slaughter courses once a month. We do force-on-force training courses. We do proper evacuation courses, proper room clearing courses. We teach you how to grow food. We teach you how to build structures. We teach you how to survive. We do survival courses. We'll take people out for a whole week at a time in some very rural freaking land. We only have a 2.5 acre area to do it in. That's what my brother owns. But it works. And we're doing what we can. We're teaching people how to collect water properly. We're teaching people how to build showers that don't have to run off of modern technology. We teach people how to fish. Because if you're from up north, you come down to Florida, you try to fish like you're from up north, you're not going to catch anything because it's different fishing here. We teach people how to use nets. We teach all kinds of stuff. I mean, I could just keep going on and on. We teach you how to wear your body armor properly. We teach you how to wear your helmets properly. We teach you how to work with your gear on. I can't stress it enough. I don't care if they call you a LARPer or they say you're just playing around. You should be wearing your gear as much as possible. You should just be walking down the street with it on, jogging with it on, bending over, flexing, picking things up, learning how to actually use your body armor. Because if you've never had an extra 5, 10, 15, 26 pounds on you, whatever you're using, whatever rated body armor you have, if you've never used it before and your body's not used to that, you're going to be fucked. Because you're going to be marching and you're just going to collapse. I can tell you right now, here's the one down draw to body armor. And anyone that's worn body armor for any length of time can tell you this. For a while, I couldn't sleep without my body armor on. But I got so used to having all that extra weight on me that when I stopped wearing it, I ended up having to buy a weighted blanket for a while to wean myself off of having my gear on so often. So, be aware of that as well. Okay, now for the second news point of view. Good for you, San Francisco mayor. Good for you, San Francisco law enforcement. Do I back cops 100%? Not anymore. I used to. I used to be a huge backer of cops. Just last year, I would hold back the blue rallies here. But then I found that most, not all, but most law enforcement will step on your fucking throat while they're putting you in handcuffs and throw you in a boxcar just like a Nazi will. So, they'll follow orders. The majority of them. There's a few that won't. It'd be nicer if a few that would stand up in my town and actually speak out on camera about what's happening. Because a lot of them speak to me off on the side by the woods or, stop where I'm parked at and they speak with me, but nothing viable that's going to make a change or a difference. That's what you guys should be trying to do. If you see something going wrong in your law department, in your sheriff's department, in your probation office, in your police department, your FBI office, whatever you do in law enforcement, you should be speaking out about it. You should be bringing awareness about it. Your job should not be the reason you don't speak out and save lives. That's stupid. That makes you a tyrant. That makes you the bad guy. Understand that. That means you didn't really get in law enforcement because you cared about helping people or you cared about law. Because you're watching people break law and doing nothing about it. Therefore, you're a coward. And like I say, trample tyrants, stand beside good cops, or walk over bad cops. Plain and simple. I love everybody. I don't want violence, but at this point, left, you won't come to a compromise on anything. And nothing you say is fact or relevant to anything and the economics of what's breaking down in America right now. Nothing at all. So, just calm down. Take a freaking pill. Smoke a freaking bowl. And just chill out. Now, second of all, the mayor of San Francisco is no longer going to be a part of the Gay Pride Parade. Neither are the law enforcement officers, because the organizers told them they cannot wear a uniform. They will not have uniformed officers. So you're not going to have officers. Why would you make that nationally televised when just the other day you said that the biggest threat to your parade coming up is white supremacy and terrorists, domestic terrorists from white supremacy? So why would you tell people on national TV that you don't have any security? Man, don't fall for this trick, guys. Don't fall for this trick. They just did this with this far left authoritarian that was going off of something they read out of Ukraine that is factual. You can read his letter and his articles on social media, verbatim what it says, and they called him a far-right extremist that killed those 10 people. What about the 39 other mass shootings that were done by young black men? Man, you guys ain't kept up with that, have you? There was just a big shooting over here in Sarasota by where I live the other day. 5 people wounded, 2 dead, and 6 injured. Like, critically injured. Where's it at? I got that on a local news source. So, stop. Just stop. Do what you want to do. Leave us the fuck alone, because we're the ones that pay taxes and run this country. So let us run the country and just stay over here in your lane. We'll stay over here in our lane, and we'll just leave each other the fuck alone. That's an awesome idea. Because if you're going to keep pushing patriots, you're going to keep pushing conservatives, you're going to keep pushing libertarians, okay, do you hear all the factions that are here? They're the majority of gun owners, the majority of money holders, the majority of homeowners, the majority of business owners, the majority of car owners. We own everything. That's why Netflix is changing right now. Because let me explain to you how this works. Go get woke, go broke. I get trolls that say that's not true. But every company that's gone woke in the past 3 years has flipped the script and told you people to go fuck yourselves because they're losing all of their money. So if you don't want to work, and you live off the government, you clearly can't afford Netflix. So you have a conservative family member that has a Netflix account. They can put up to 10 people on that account, and you ask for that password, and you use their streaming service, or you use their Xbox account, or you use this, or you use that of theirs. So when they shut that off, you go away too. So not only are they now losing the people that are paying for their company, they're losing you too, because we're not going to pay for your subscription any longer. These are just facts. Disney just lost $2.4 billion the first month Ron DeSantis started going after him, when he started waking people up. And Grady Judd, which is my sheriff, and I'm originally from Polk County, Florida, Lakeland, and let me tell you what, Grady Judd has been a great sheriff for a very, very long time. Before he was sheriff, I remember Grady Judd. My family knew him very well, Jeffrey and Becky Pierce. Very good people before they passed away. I'm going to tell you right now, I know for a fact Grady Judd's a good guy. I know for a fact the sheriff where I'm at doesn't give a fuck about the citizens. That's a problem. So I'm going to end this for today. I love you guys. I hope you're all very blessed. I hope you all are safe out there. Be safe.